Hey guys, and welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. So today I wanted to have a look at the $2 coins from 2012, and so I've got each of the four coins that were available that year. There was one other coin that was also a $2 coin, but it was for the Australian Open, so the 100th, I suppose the 100th time that the event was held. And it's doesn't look anything like these $2 coins, but so I'm not going to speak about that one today because that was a specially made coin that had a very small mintage of 3,000. But these are the more commonly found or commonly collected ones. So let's have a look at these ones. So there was really three different coins that came out. Technically for circulation, but I'll explain a little bit further about that. So we start off with the 2012 Aboriginal Elder, which is the common coin. As we see here, this one is taken out of circulation, and this particular coin had a mintage of around 35 million. So plenty of these coins were made and plenty were put into circulation. Now this particular coin really doesn't hold any additional value other than $2. So $2 is about all it's worth, possibly a little bit more if it's uncirculated, but everyday one that you'll find is going to be worth $2. So one of the other coins that came out that year is the gold poppy, and we'll have a look at the red poppy in a moment, but these ones came out for Remembrance Day in 2012, so November, and there's the obverse, so 2012. These guys here, depending on the condition once again, but generally you'll find them in this sort of condition, maybe a little bit worse. The mintage on these guys was 5.8 million. And I think we've spoken about in previous videos that there are occasionally cuds found around the petals of the flower, so keep an eye out for that, and that possibly can add a little bit more value. But based on what I'm seeing recently, these guys have been selling for around the $4 to $5 each. So once again, always depends on condition, but it's still a beautiful coin. And as we can see there, in the middle of just zoomed in, we can see there the word Remembrance Day, and if I flip it around, we will see the words "Lest we forget." So I don't think there's any other words written in there. No. So yeah, beautiful coin, and well worth holding on to a few if you haven't done so. Now the next one is the poppy. So this is the red poppy. Same design, but just has the coloured red poppy in the middle there. And this particular one is exactly the same on the obverse. And this was a mintage of just over 5 million. I think 503,000, sorry, nowhere near a million. So very low mintage coin. Anything under a million is really very, very low. So these guys were distributed through the RSLs, so Retired Servicemen's League. I'll just zoom out a bit. Services League, sorry. And they came on these cards here. They were actually stuck on the cards, and you could buy these from the RSL. So there's a little bit of information about that particular time, and a little bit of information about the coin, the weight, and those kind of things, and the designer. So these things here, when they first came out, and really when I started collecting, they weren't too popular. They sort of sat there in price for a fair while, and unfortunately, I didn't get on the wagon with these guys. But these things sort of rocketed in price after a little while. All of a sudden, people realised that 500,000 is a low mintage coin, and I remember I could have bought hundreds of them for around $7.50 each at that time, and I chose not to. But this one now is really sought after, and based on what I'm seeing on eBay, these guys are selling for anywhere from, really the lowest price you'll find them is around the $40 mark, and I have seen them get up to $60, but between that $40 and $50 mark is probably what you'd expect to pay. If these are found in circulation, they're not really worth finding in some ways. The red chips off, they get very damaged, and I haven't seen what sales are like for those ones, but I've never found one in circulation, but this is the ones you want to try and get a hold of. I've only got one of these. I've only ever bought one, and I did manage to get it cheap, but wish I had bought a lot more. So there's also a C mint version. So we'll zoom in on this particular coin here, and you'll see in one of the flowers, and on the right hand side there is a C for Canberra, and that particular coin was an extremely low mintage coin, as all of the C minted $2 coins that have followed, and they all pretty much have around the same sort of numbers, which is around the 40,000 and 41,000 for this one. And now the mint packaged these on a card, which I don't have. This is the only one I have, which is the PNC version, and I did buy this one cheap at the time as well. And you can see that these things sold through the through Australia Post outlets for $19.95, and it also has a stamp on there with the cancellation mark, as you can see there. So I think I picked this up a couple of years back, really before prices really went crazy, for I think it was probably less than $20. So I think I got a real bargain that day, and then even after I saw them sort of around the $25. But these guys here, I've seen these selling for around the $100 each, whether it be this version or the carded version, as put out by the mint, but still at a mintage of around 41,000. These are certainly a very low mintage coin, not meant for circulation, these ones with the C mint mark, but certainly something that is very collectible and tough to get. So $100 for this particular coin with the C mint mark. So that's just what I wanted to show you for today, guys. So we'll try and go through a few other ones. Not every $2 coin, I might do them in batches, but this one is certainly worth having a video on its own. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I look forward to bringing more videos to you soon. Thanks for watching.